Good morning. So I'm really, really honored for having me here to talk about how youth could be empowered through cricket for inclusive community or creating a inclusive society. I think this theme very deeply resonates to my own life and to my work. I have personally witnessed the profound impact of the inclusive impact on both society and individuals, which can have a holistic development. Dear friends, I'm sure some of you must be wondering how cricket can contribute for inclusion, how cricket can contribute for the holistic development of individual and society. I'm sure most of you know, most Commonwealth countries, and especially India, cricket is more than a religion to all of us. And blind people is no exception. While I talk about cricket, I mostly talk about cricket for the blind. Achieving eudaimonia for creating an inclusive world, I think is a fantastic concept. What Greeks probably conceptualized the state of happiness, I think creating a level playing field for each one of us. I strongly believe disability is just a human diversity. Irrespective of their disability, if opportunity is provided at the right time, if support system is ensured, every individual without disability can perform. And I always say disability will automatically loses its first three letters. What happens if disability loses its first three letters? Ability. So when ability is there, can impossible have first two letters? Can impossible have first two letters? No. Impossible also loses its first two letters. That's what I have realized from my childhood. Coming from a very progressive, encouraging parents and joint family, though I got blinded at the age of 6 months, blindness never affected me in any way because I was the fortunate child from a very encouraging family. Though they kept having challenges. Every individual has challenges. Without disability, without blindness. Who doesn't have challenges? Who doesn't have problems? You got to encounter, you got to realize. Yes, they took some time to realize that someone like me needs to go to special school those days. Now there are schools we call inclusive schools, integrated schools. But till I went to that school, it was bothering my parents. After I went to Sri Raman Maharshi School for the Blind. Though it was a school for only blind, but they prepared us to face the world. They trained us to live with others, and they trained me and many of us to accept our blindness as it is. So I also remember my family never discriminated me, never distanced me, never kept me away. So they also accepted me as I was. So dear friends, I think to achieve eudaimonia, I think acceptance is most important. Creating equitable society is most important. And lending a supporting hand those who need at the right time, I think is most important. Dear friends, I grew up listening to cricket commentary in late 70s, 80s. Those days, cricket commentary was very inclusive because it was only radio commentary. TV was not that popular then, so we all sat and heard. I was the only visually impaired amongst 100, 200 people who were sitting in front of the radio and listening to the commentary. And commentators were so descriptive, so narrative. We could just imagine as if the game is happening in front of us, in front of our eyes. Though I couldn't see, I could imagine. That was the power of commentary. The language, what I speak today, 99% of English comes from radio commentary. So I grew up and there was no cricket for the blind then. We played with every possible object, cricket leather ball and cork ball. Sagar, can I get that ball? So there is a special cricket ball which makes rattling noise when it moves. So dear friends, in 1988-89, this cricket ball was developed in Dehradun, which really made cricket for blind a competitive one, and we could enjoy equally or more passionately than everybody. So 1990 we had the first national tournament. I was the captain of my team, and prior to that in 1986 we had gone to England and had played with a jingle ball. That's when we realized there were special cricket balls for blind people. Fortunately, in 1996, when World Blind Cricket was formed, Indian cricket ball was accepted. Should we not clap for that? And first World Cup was held in 1998, and subsequently in 2010, then organization which was organizing cricket handed over the responsibility to me and my friend SP Nagesh. Unfortunately, I lost him 7 years ago. We were schoolmates. We always wanted to do something for cricket. With that objective, in 1997, Samarthanam was established to support cricket for the blind. So we realized just cricket is not enough. Have cricket as a powerful medium of transformation. Have cricket as a medium for empowerment. But it also needs several other interventions to support the needs of visually impaired. We started schools, we started supporting higher education, we started skill centers. So before I move further, I would like to show a small couple of videos that will tell you how we have made cricket inclusive. Though you will see a match between India and Bangladesh in the first video, where India won the 30-20 World Cup, and the second video will show India and Pakistan finals in 2017. In both the matches were held in Chinnaswamy Cricket Stadium in Bangalore. More than 20-25,000 people were watching live and millions through television. So can I request first video to be played?
There we go. Last ball. Taps it away. Salman wants to go for the second one. Goes for it, but there we go. India, the champions, the defending champions for the third time. They are the victorious team in the third edition of the T20 World Cup for the cricket for blind. What a way to raise up to glory. That is the celebration you want to see. As an Indian supporter, you'll be really, really happy with the way these men in blue have played. They've outsmarted, outdone the Bangladesh team in all the departments. First, winning the toss, electing to bat first, then putting up a mammoth 278 runs on the board. And Salman, only the lone fighter with the bat. India once again winning with a huge margin, 120 run margin. That's a huge margin when it comes to T20 cricket, or rather any format.
Can we play the second one too?
Ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1, get ready. Everyone going up in a wheel. It looks like the umpire is not impressed at all.
So this is the ball. If this was not there, imagine what blind cricket would have been. Probably cricket wouldn't exist. So that is eudaimonia, ensuring the need for different people and give them that. And how cricket for the blind is inclusive. How cricket for the blind can contribute as a transformative tool. You saw that. Honorable Prime Minister was the first to tweet when Indian blind cricket team beat Pakistan, when Indian blind cricket beat Bangladesh. That was the power of technology, right? TEDx. So technology has played a significant role. So Samarthanam and Cabby has ensured we don't stay ourselves away, we don't stay isolated, we stay as part of the mainstream amongst everyone and play the game, have you everybody with us. And also we organize matches against corporates, individual schools, colleges, so that everyone knows that each individual is gifted with some or the other talent. It is the responsibility of us, those who are fortunate, to provide opportunities to those who need. That's what blind cricket has been. It has opened up many opportunities. I would like to give a couple of examples, though I can't extend much. One, very interesting, the 2017 second T20 World Cup, what you saw, 10 teams were participating. There was a cricketer from South Africa called Marco. He came here, and one of the volunteer, Vandana, she was volunteering, she met him, they both liked each other, and they decided to marry. That is the inclusion, integration between countries, integration of two like-minded minds, and both of them marrying and leading a very happy 6 years life and beyond. So that is the beauty of cricket, and so many blind cricketers, for having played for our country, have got huge recognition. One of the ex-captain also got Padma Shri, and few players got national award, few players got jobs in their respective states, and they are leading a very, very comfortable and happy life. So that's what I feel Eudaimonia is. So creating a level playing field, helping people to realize their potentialities, unparalleled potentialities, so that they become inspirational and they can thrive, excel, and accomplish.